Alright, cool guys. In this video we are going to be talking about ladder safety and setting up your ladder properly. It's not rocket science by any means about setting up your ladder safely and away from anything that could potentially damage it. But nonetheless, we want to talk about it with you guys so we don't assume anything. But here we are. I'm at the front of the house. Here's the front doorway of the home I'm about to inspect here on the roof. Now, one thing we want to be courteous about is we don't want to be setting up our ladder really anywhere in the driveway or in the front garage door. The only times you should really be doing that is when you've already asked the homeowner, hey, is there anybody going to be, are you expecting to be leaving anytime soon? Any cars? Can I set up my ladder over the drive, near the driveway? Last thing we want is someone, maybe you talk to the husband and the wife is leaving to go to the grocery store and you set up your ladder right behind her. She's not aware of something that's going on, and and hitting your ladder, causing car damage and a huge headache that could have totally been avoided. Same thing goes with the front door area. What if you got a homeowner who's got a dog door and they got a dog, or they have kids that are running around and playing? Ask these questions before you just assume things. It's okay to set up your ladder in front of the front door, but ask the homeowner first. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, do you mind if I set up my ladder right here? They may say, yeah, sure, that's fine. We don't even use the front door that much, which is cool. Or they're asking you, hey, do you mind doing someplace else? Like my wife is bringing in groceries and she's going to be using the front door and stuff like that. So don't assume. Make sure you're not being an inconvenience for the homeowner. You can set up. There's plenty of places where you can set up a ladder. In very rare circumstances, there's only one safe spot to get up on the roof. If there's only one safe spot, again, communicate with the homeowner. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, during the inspection, I need to set up my ladder right here. And again, ask those questions. Anybody coming in and out of this area? Do you need to let anybody know that I'll be doing it, etc.? You'll feel them out, and it'll make more sense when you're talking to that homeowner. Another thing that I want to talk about too is on this roof, it's not going to be too difficult to get up on. It's about a 312, 412, all the way around, one-story home. Not a big deal. There's going to be some roofs that we get up on that are going to be two-story, steep, 12, 12 all the way around. Now, where do we want to get up on those? Well, if you're a little bit insecure about getting up on a certain roof and yet need to still do the inspection, the first place you want to be looking at is where are my valleys? Well, if I can find a valley right here where two roofs come together, or there's a little corner piece, I can set up my ladder there, and it gives you two surface areas to to get up on as well. So you want to look for that if you're on going up on a roof that's level and easy. You can really set it up kind of anywhere that the homeowner allows you to do. Again, don't set it up in plant areas. Don't set it up in an area that you wouldn't want someone just, coming to your house, setting up ladders and everything like that. Be respectful, be mindful that somebody lives here and that we want to provide a great service right from the get-go. So now I'm going to be setting up my ladder, and I think I'm going to set it up right here in this valley area just to show a demonstration. These are the ladders that we provide you. Again, they do go up to 22 feet. We're not going to need that amount here, but what I want to do is find the position that I want to put my ladder, unhook it. It's got a safety lock, so you're going to want to unhook it twice. And up we go. All right. So what happens if you find yourself in a position and you need to move the ladder? Don't hold the ladder this way at all and lifting with your arms and showing off your biceps. The proper way to maneuver your ladder is one hand a little bit lower, one hand a little bit higher, and then I bring it a little bit toward my hip. So I lift it up with one arm and I'm stabilizing the ladder, the top part of the ladder, with my other arm. And from this position, this is much more of a power position. I can walk around a little bit more freely. If the ladder is extended, it can get pretty wobbly. So this arm right here, keeping it straight. And then also if I feel insecure and I need to bring it back to the ground just to regain my balance, I'm not too far. So I'm going to bring it over to this valley, over here. And it looks like I need to extend it up a little bit. So how I extend my ladder, I've seen some people extend it from the bottom upward. This is an extension ladder right here, or a folding ladder. Some people have the ones that are on the building. They extend upward with a rope, or you have the telescoping ones that start small and go all the way upward. These are the ladders that we provide you, the folding ones as well. Now, if I need to extend this one, this is how I do it. I like to extend the top part. So I'm going to be behind the ladder. I'm going to bring it on over to me right here like this. And then I'm going to unhook it. Again, be mindful of that this part is now going to become loose. So now they're both unhooked. And how do I extend it? I just start walking backwards. I should be pretty good right there. I only needed a few feet. Click it back in. And then I walk back upwards. I'm not the tallest guy in the world. Sometimes it's easier for tall people to bring it back upwards. But again, you saw what I did. I walked it out and then bring it back up. I just walked it back in. Again, I want to move it. So I got one hand above, stabilizing the top part. And I got one hand right here to lift it up a little bit. Got it near my hip, power position. Now I'm going to bring it over to my valley. There I am, moving it around. And don't slam it on the gutter, because again, be respectful of the home. All right, so now it's free there. I'm on an unlevel surface in this case. Again, this is for training purposes. What you want to do is that if you can put it on concrete, put it on concrete. Any stable surface. Sometimes good grass will do as well, but don't put it on, mud or anything like that. Any place that's wobbly, make sure it's a solid surface. Some good grass, some good concrete. Those will do the trick. Mulch and stuff, you're going to get a little wobbly, and that's not really where you want to put your ladder. So you can see up here that my ladder is now extended. It's a little bit tilted. What I need to do, I need to bring it upward to the left a little bit. If you're on uneven ground with these ladders, there are some leveling tools at the bottom here. So I can bring it up. Now I've pushed up this side a little bit higher, leaving that part right there. My ladder's a lot more stable. So now I'm going to get up on the ladder. If you have two people doing it, recommend once the person gets their foot right here, just common courtesy, stabilize it for someone. Never hurts, definitely never hurts. And you always want 3 points of contact on the ladder at the same time. Don't be dancing around. Don't be trying to do tricks and stuff. You're not that cool if you do it. I'm telling you right now. Now what I got here too, always get a bungee strap with you. It's a little bit of a windy day. So the last thing, again, I don't want happening, what if we're in the driveway? What if we're somewhere and someone's got a nice truck or vehicle? What are you going to do if you put yourself in a position where your ladder falls and it falls right on their brand new truck? Tell you what, they're not going to be happy about it. So stabilize it with your bungee straps. You don't need much, just something to make it a little bit more secure. So again, I got it level, I got it extended a little bit. One thing I want to make a mention of too is that you need some angle on your ladder. Don't have your ladder going straight up vertical. You're going to feel it when it's there, because it could potentially tip backwards. What you want a little bit of an angle, want to bring it back a little bit. 45-degree angle. You don't want it too level, and you don't want it too steep. You want it right there in the middle. So I feel pretty confident with this right here. Whenever I get up on it, the first thing I do, just give it a little bounce. If you give it a little bounce and it feels a little sketchy, just readjust. And I want to make a mention of it too. If you're ever in a position, ladder's not being great, you're not feeling safe, don't do anything you don't feel secure about. We're a team over here, so put in the group chat, put in somewhere, call up your team lead or your manager or even another coworker nearby. Just ask them for a ladder assist. It's not worth it trying to do something on your own that you're not feeling comfortable with. Going up the ladder, feeling all secure. And again, like I said before, 3 points of contact. So one, getting off the ladder. I want a little bit of an extension right here. I've seen guys have just a tiny bit of extension. that's not going to be great getting on the roof or off the roof on. So I wanted to extend it a little bit above. So my hands are right here. I'm in the valley and I'm just going to step off. I'm onto the roof. Coming back down from the roof, again, three points of contact. I want my arms here, first foot down, other foot on the roof, feeling good. Coming back down, unhooking the ladder. It's released. Coming over here. Now I want to stun it. What if, again, imagine that there's things that are important for the homeowner here. Be mindful of that. What I want to do, I'm going to just lift it off the gutter, make my way around, get into my power position, move it back, bring it over here, give it a walk on back, find the parts that extended, unhook both ends, walk it back in, rehook, and then, especially when you're unclipping, if it's a heavy ladder and you don't feel secure, it's always easier when it's more level to you. Don't unhook it and have this entire part come falling down on you. What you want is that you want to have the ladder in a position for when you unhook it that you'd be able to support it. Don't do anything where if I'm right here and this ladder unhooked and I'm not strong enough to keep it up, it could come crashing down, and you don't want that happening. Bad news bears. So get back into a position, go back, wherever you feel comfortable, unhook it. I got one arm here when I'm hooking it just for support. Switch arms, grab the other one. It's fully released. If I drop this right now, this thing would fold. So now I want to come to my position and guide it back down. These ones have a safety lock right there. So now that safety lock doesn't have it just pinch down on me. So it's for a safety precaution. Now I did this right here. I need an extension. Just going to release this, put it back down. We're all good. And then for the final click, we're good to go.